They thought that I was delusional and I need to find the real job. But again, I refused to give up, and I just told myself that I'm going to make it happen one way or the other. I don't know how soon. It's not if, it's when. So all that noise around me with people and everything else, I just had to shut it down. And of course, had to lose some relationships meanwhile. But at the end of the day, I would do it over and over and over.
Hello and welcome back to another Alpha Capital Group Traders interview where you're joined by me, William, here in the Alpha Capital Group headquarters here in Newcastle. Today, I'm joined by a very remarkable trader who has made thousands of dollars in the market with Alpha Capital Group. While being an amazing trader, she's doing it all. She's also a mother to two amazing children. So who are you and where are you from?
I'm Ewelina, and I am originally from Poland, but I live in Houston, Texas.
Oh, amazing. So Ewelina, do tell us, how are you managing this lifestyle of being a very successful trader with Alpha Capital Group, but also being a full-time parent?
So it's actually started about 4 years ago. My background is in network marketing, and a lot of those companies collapsed. So I was looking for something that could give me a substantial income, but at the same time could give me a time freedom. And I refused to look for a job from 9 to 5 and click in and clock out for somebody else's dream. So that's how I came across trading. And it's been a roller coaster, I'm not gonna lie. I thought, like probably most of the beginner traders, that it's gonna happen for me in a few months and I'm going to consistently make money and everything is just going to be smooth and nice. And that was not the case. But it took a lot from me, and I believe my children are my biggest why, because again, I'm a single parent. And I decided not to have a plan B. I decided to go straight to trading. And I was like, this thing is either gonna kill me or I'm going to be very successful in it. And I love to travel and I have family all over Europe. So I also wanted to have some kind of career that I can work for remotely, right? From my laptop or anywhere in the world. So that's why I decided to do the trading. But I'm not gonna lie, it probably put me through 3 depressions meanwhile. I lost a lot of friends and family members. They thought that I was delusional and I need to find the real job. But again, I refused to give up, and I just told myself that I'm going to make it happen one way or the other. I don't know how soon. It's not if, it's when.
And you are a prime example of, if you don't give up, you can't fail. And because, like I said at the start of this video, you are one of Alpha's highly successful traders. And I will say, you are quite the inspiration for many other mothers and women out there that want to get into trading, because it's very clear to see, you look on social media, it's a very male-dominated space. However, me personally, I do think female traders are actually a hell of a lot more successful, in the sense of they handle their emotional side and the psychology side a hell of a lot better than most men do. Yeah, it's amazing to see that you're doing so well, and despite all the naysayers, and you said you lost friends and family, that is something, me personally, I can relate to as well. And it's difficult, and to say that you haven't given up and you're here on this call today, it shows a lot. If you're going to inspire many out there today on this interview, and that's what we're going to do.
I believe that it's not what happens to us, it's what we do with it, And what happened to me with trading within the first couple of years, obviously I was struggling, because it's a skill. It's not even the technical skill, it's the mindset that you have to develop. Why would it be? So the discipline, trading actually made me a better person, not only in the trading industry, but it made me more disciplined in so many different areas of my life. It actually made me a better person. Now, of course, it didn't happen overnight, but I believe that it had a huge impact on my family. And, I had to, like many of us, the beginners, we had to go through this hard time in order for us to find that edge and finally be consistently profitable. And as long as you don't quit, it's gonna happen. Yes, it's going to be extremely hard, because this game is not for the weak, and everybody knows that. This is like the biggest industry game that we're playing. But again, if we're not gonna give up, we eventually gonna get there. And for me, my why is my children, right? I knew, did I think about quitting? Absolutely many times, because I had so many nights that I cried, and I felt it was me against the world. Because everybody thought that this is gambling, it's not gonna work, and I'm living in a la-la land, and it actually made me stronger to prove them that they were wrong.
Yeah.
But I knew if I'm going to get a regular job from 9 to 5, it's just gonna pay the bills, and I will never be able to give my children what they deserve. And if I quit, I would probably be thinking for the rest of my life, what if I wouldn't quit? Maybe my life would be so much better. So all that noise around me with people and everything else, I just had to shut it down. And of course, had to lose some relationships meanwhile. But at the end of the day, I would do it over and over and over again.
No, that's really powerful, definitely, and that's gonna, really help a lot of people out there today. And that's ideally what we want to do today, because there is a lot of naysayers, and a lot of people will tell you why you can't do this game, because it's the hardest game out there.
It's easy, but it's not simple. And it's one way to make the money in trading, but it's another way to keep it.
Trading is the hardest way to make easy money. I say this all the time. Everyone can learn how to trade and start trading, but not everyone can be a trader, because it's what goes on up in here and how you control it.
All there.
It's all there. So let's look at your overall career with Alpha Capital Group. So I did say you're one of our top traders and you've received thousands of dollars, but what does that number look like? What have you received as an all-time income with Alpha?
So it's about $22,000 so far. The truth, the trading, I really started to get my edge like a few months ago. So I hope this is the pattern. I'm only gonna go up from now.
That's the matter, yeah.
It just, yes.
So when did you actually start trading then? How long ago was that?
I started to trade about 4 years ago. So I've been, this is the funny story, right? As I mentioned before, my first year, I took out all my money from the stock market, and I lost about $80,000 in challenges, because I was chasing the money, not the skill. That was not a great decision. That's why I always tell people, do not quit your job until you had at least a year of savings ahead, because you're going to get depressed, you're going to have family problems, and you're not going to think straight. And it's all about the mindset. So do not. So I didn't know that, so I learned the hard way. But yeah, it was about 4 years ago. And here I am, and hopefully that is, it'll up from now.
No, amazing. I'm really proud of you, I must say.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger? That's not true. I should be the tax already. But take it over and over again.
It's the first time me and you have actually spoken before, but I tell you now, I've heard so much about you from Alex, from Lucas, from many other people at AC2. You're quite the name here, and I'm glad to hear this story firsthand from you, because I'm learning about the kind of person you are, and I can see this journey has not been easy for you at all, but you've persisted and carried on, and it's just amazing to see.
Give up, and it's just not gonna happen.
So how much are you actually funded with us today?
So I am funded with you right now, 100K. I have a swing account with you guys, 100K. But my plan is to scale up, obviously, and it's probably gonna happen next week or so.
Amazing. Next week, that's close, that's soon.
That's soon, that's very soon, yeah.
Let's do it. I'm all here for it, and I'm ready to see those certificates compliant.
It will happen.
So I need to ask you now, you've clearly got some hell of a strategy to pull in $22,000 in payouts. Would you care to show us all what your strategy is?
So it's actually funny, right? Because when I started to trade, I was using different strategies and indicators and whatever I could put my hands on. And I was thinking, well, so my strategy is pretty simple, because I only trade price action, and I just look at what direction the market is going. I only trade one pair, which is gold. I believe you have to master one pair versus jumping from one to another, because I've been trading gold for 4 years. So if I look at even at the naked chart, I can pretty much see with my eyes so much more that I've seen, a year ago even or so. So it just mostly just price action. And the way the trend is going. I know it sounds super simple, but that's the way I see the market, and it works for me.
It doesn't have to be complicated, and that's something you see nowadays. A lot of people like to really complicate the charts. And for me personally, I find it really interesting that you can trade off naked charts, because I did an exercise the other day, one of the alpha content days, and me and Planty were tasked with analyzing a naked chart. Now, that is something that I absolutely was awful at.
Starts on like 4-hour time frame, but then sometimes if I want to have a clearer version, I just delete all the drawings and I just look at it. And again, I've been trading gold for 4 years, so sometimes I just see the chart the better if it's completely naked. I just look at it,
So what would you say the best trade is that you've ever made?
You mean money-wise?
Percentage, money, overall, just the best trade you've ever done. Now, that doesn't mean the biggest trade or anything like that, but the cleanest and the one trade that's really stuck out to you in your career.
I would actually say it was one last night.
Really?
I have a swing account, so I don't go crazy with the lots, but I believe it was a 2 lot on gold, and it reached, I think I was at 3,400.
Wow. Okay. Brilliant.
I can't really think of the best trade, but I was happy with it last night. What happened? Gold is going absolutely crazy. We all know that, but it was a good call, so I was happy with it.
So I have to ask you, gold is in the most bullish trend it's been in the last few years. So where do you see gold topping out?
Well, I think that it's gonna hit definitely 3,000 this month.
Yeah, no, I've heard that many a times, and I have to agree with you. As a gold trader myself, I can definitely see that.
We just don't know. It also depends what's going to happen in the world, obviously, and all that. No, Trump is going crazy a little bit here and there, so we're just going to have to see, I guess.
No, definitely. So tell me a little bit about your story then. I want to know more about what life was like before trading.
So before trading, so I was in network marketing for about 20 years. I love network marketing because, again, it gave me the time freedom. It wasn't necessarily the money, but it allowed me to travel and allowed me to be with my children whenever I want to, and to take them vacation whenever I want to, and go to their school. And I was always present in their life. So after network marketing, and I've been through 2 divorces, so that had a little bit effect on everything. But I just knew that we don't have a lot of family here in Houston, so it's just pretty much me and my children. So I knew that if I can count on someone, it will be me and no one else. So just really had to push with a lot of things and make sure that I'm doing it the right way. And as many single mom can relate, it's not easy, because sometimes you just feel very overwhelmed with everything. And but you don't have a choice, really. So that's why when I saw trading on social media, I was like, well, it does look very complicated, but it will again allow me to be anywhere in the world and trade, make some kind of an income, and give me the time with my children. So that's why I decided to start trading. And again, it has been a very difficult journey, but I will do it over and over again, because, you go, I see my friends, they go clock in from 9 to 5. Their boss tells them that they can take only 2 weeks vacation a year, and they tell them when they can take it. They tell them when they are hungry, when they can have their lunch.
So you're not someone to be bossed around then, no?
No, it wasn't my thing. And, and it's like, we work until 65 or something and to enjoy the life for 10 years after that, after you retire with a little bit of money. I really don't want to do that. I'd rather live, at my age. So I knew it's going to be extremely hard. I was like, if other people can do it, then I can definitely do it too. It's just totally up to me, like totally up to me. So again, I decided to put everything on one card, and I didn't have a plan B. And it's been hard, but I will do it over and over again because I know what trading can provide for people. I've seen it. I know some traders personally. It transformed their life tremendously, but they all had to pay the price for it.
I was just about to say the same thing. They've all paid a price.
We all did, but would you rather work for somebody 50 years and not enjoy life and just no? So I'd rather sacrifice 3, 4, 5, whatever years it takes, and then enjoy the rest of my life and be my own boss and do what I want to do with my life. And of course, it's not always easy. We traders, right? There is a lot of emotions. There is a lot of different things that happen, but at least we are in control some way, somehow of our life. And
Absolutely. Yeah. So now at this point in your journey, then, would you consider yourself a full-time trader?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. This is all I do. This is all I do. I'm trying to make myself better and better every day, every week. I am not done. You always have to improve yourself as a trader and adapt to the markets. It's a never-ending story. But, it's an industry that I believe will never go away. I mean, there are so many different things we can trade in the world, and it will always be there. And if you know how to trade one pair, you know how to probably trade the rest of them. It's gonna take some time to figure it out, but you have an idea, and if you have the skill, you have the skill, and that's the skill, then nobody can take it away from you for life. It may be, it costs some money and it costs some relationships and stuff, but you go to college for 4 years. In America, it costs us so much money, and either you have a job, and how soon and stuff, and you have to pay student loans. And so this is like, when I say I lost so much money in trading, that was my tuition for learning. And the relationships and the friends, they're still gonna come later on. Like right now they're asking me, oh, so that trading team, oh, I guess it worked out, huh? Yeah, right now it worked out, So it's okay, I just smile, I just smile.
No, brilliant. As you should. You definitely deserved this. So being a full-time trader then, how does that combat with being a full-time mom?
Actually pretty good. Again, I get to do everything with my children. I get to drop them off to school. I get to pick them up. I get to take them to lunch. I can take them vacation. I'm just 24/7 for them if they need me.
So you could actually say that trading makes you have more time and make being a mom an easier job.
Yes, I'm still not there. I'm working on it, but it will give me a possibility of giving my children not just like basic life and needs, but it will give me an opportunity. Like I was telling Alex the other day, when I got my last payment, I actually bought my son a new car.
Right.
I used that as a down payment, That made me super happy. That made my son super happy. I mean, he just started to drive, and we were able to get him a new vehicle because of trading, because I was able to prove that income, that's how much money I made last month, and I was able to put that down payment. And it wouldn't be possible if I would just work 9 to 5. It just wouldn't be possible. So it gives us a lot of opportunities, and I'm actually super excited towards the future, because I know that from this moment I can only get better with it, and sky is the limit. Really, with trading, sky is the limit. I keep it like slow for now with 100K because I'm being like super cautious and everything.
Yeah.
But it's gonna get bigger and it's gonna get better, and I'm really looking forward to that.
I mean, that's a great story. The fact they've been able to actually help your son buy his first car all from trading profits.
It felt really good.
Something.
It felt really good.
Yeah, no, I bet that was a hell of an achievement to have. I've heard a lot from Alex about you. So what would you say Alex has done for yourself in this journey?
So, going back a little bit, I have been with different companies before I joined Alpha Capital. When I joined Alpha Capital and I joined the Discord group, I was amazed, not only by the moderators, and I need to give shout out to, Diogo, Łukasz, Ewan, Jonathan, because they've been always amazing to me. Always helpful.
It's a great team. It's the best team in the world.
I cannot even say it enough. They're just amazing. And then I saw Alex, our CEO, popping up here and there in Discord, and I was like, and he was like interacting with people and always helping with people and never said no and was always, honest. Always honest and always to the point, but kind at the same time. So I was like, wow, this is pretty cool that the CEO comes and actually cares about his traders and has the interaction and takes the time out of his busy schedule to see, how his traders are doing. So I love Alex. I absolutely love Alex because he helped me many times before too. And when I say helped me, it's that he always believed in me that I'm going to be a successful trader. Yeah. And I cannot say enough how much this guy means to me. And I think he truly cares about his traders and wants them to be successful. And even when I notice like some people even put in Discord that they have, like humans, right? Family problems or this or that. Alex is always there for them. He's like, DM me, I'll help you. Like always there for his people. And I think there is no other platform. And I'm pretty active on X and social media, and I see everything that's going on. And I think it's extremely important for, for us traders, we stress so much and we go through so many emotions and worry to even think that we may not get paid, for some reasons. And I think what's important about Alpha, especially for me, is that I trust this company 100% and I never had an issue. And they truly care for the traders to be successful, which is really hard to find in the press industry these days. So I don't even look at any different companies. Like Alpha is my home. Alpha became family to me. The moderators, Alex, I love him dearly because I know his heart and I know he does care for his traders. But not even that, the people in Discord, the traders, I gained so many friends in Alpha Discord because, we all have bad days, right? So we even talk privately, but we lift each other up. It's more than a company to me. It really became a family. I gained a lot of friends from it. I feel super comfortable in it. The moderators are always available 100%, right away, always fix if there is any issues. I can sleep at night. All I have to do is follow the rules to make sure that I'm following the rules. And other than that, I know I'm getting paid and I love the community and all the people. And I just think Alpha is really #1 company out there. And
Brilliant. Thank you.
I always will because they prove that over and over again. Not just with me, I know majority of the traders in the Discord, majority of it. So even from the private conversations, we all feel the same.
No, amazing. I can definitely agree with you on all the points you made there. We are the best team in the world, and I believe that. And especially with Alex. Alex, for me personally, he helped me with, I was in probably the darkest place in my life, and Alex was the life ring that helped me.
I've seen your story, and it really moved me. I've seen your story, and I'm happy to see you where you are right now. I'm really happy.
Thank you. No, it means a lot, but that is all down to Alex, the one guy, big believe in it.
People like Alex, right? Because Alex cares. Alex cares, and he cares for his traders, which is extremely important in the trading community. He actually.
That's serious. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know how much the CEO for Alpha has actually done for the community.
He goes and gives his cell phone out there on social media and says, if you need help, call me directly. Like that doesn't happen. So people should really appreciate it, and I mean, you can't make everybody happy, right? That's the bottom line. But we, the traders that know the company, we do appreciate it. We know what we have.
Definitely. I couldn't agree more. So what is some of the biggest struggles you faced along the way?
Biggest challenges would be not staying disciplined enough, blowing too many accounts, and then rushing to get the money back from the blowing accounts. It's like we are our worst enemy. I had to fight with myself in my head over and over and over again to change my habits, to change what I'm doing, because, it's like what they say, if you continue to do the same thing, you cannot expect different results. And eventually I'm going back to these old habits, and it was over, and I was losing and losing and losing, and to the point that you lose your mind. I had to put myself in check. Like, you have to wake up and smell the coffee, because this is not gonna work if you're gonna continue to do the same thing. And it's just struggling with pretty much with your own mind, with your own mentality. But we get there. It's just a matter of time. We just have to believe and keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. And that's why this Discord community was so important for me, because whenever I had those dark days, I reached out to some of my, French traders, and they always lift me up. And they're like, Ewelina, just another day. Tomorrow's another, there is more tomorrow than today, and we're gonna make it happen. And just stick with that. We're gonna make it happen. So it was extremely important for me. It's like kind of like a support group in a way, for all of us.
Definitely.
But
So what would you say the biggest thing was for you to actually help you overcome some of these hurdles?
Definitely the support from the community, support from Alex, support from the moderators, which became my friends too. I don't even want to call them moderators, like they're my friends. All the people in Discord, like, you cannot talk about how you feel or your problems as a trader to people that are not traders, because they don't understand you. They think you're crazy. So the only people that will actually understand you are the people that are actually traders, So it was extremely important for me to have that backup, that I knew I can send a message and say, I have a very bad day, I just lost this, or I lost an account, and I don't know how I'm gonna move forward, or things like this. And there are all these people there that they're there for you. So, and they tell you can't give up. No, you can't. You came so far, you can't give up. So, you do want to hear this here and there, and they know what you're going through, so they can relate. So that was my biggest support and my biggest push, not to give up, to be honest with you.
Brilliant. Okay, so I know this is going to be a bit of a daft question due to the conversations we've been having here, but what's your overall experience been like with Alpha Capital Group?
Oh, as I mentioned before, Alpha became a family to me over, I think it's about a year and a half ago. Not only trading-wise, but as I mentioned, we go through so many different obstacles as traders with our friends and family that think that we need a real job, and there is no approval in a lot of aspects in life until we actually gonna make there. That I always thought, Alex, I will always be loyal to Alpha, always, no matter what, because you guys treated me so good, and all the traders that I know that are with you, that there is absolutely no questions. I don't even look at different companies. I don't want to. I think what you guys did, you created not just community for traders, but you created a community for people to help them mentally with, when they, for the traders that get started, but for the people that are already in it for so many years, that we feel so comfortable, like it's home. Yeah. Yeah, I just love everything about it. I mean, just everything about it. I've been probably with 12 different companies before Alpha. So I can compare, because I don't want to mention names, but I've been with about majority of the companies that are out there on social media. And once I discover Alpha, and I've been there for a few months, and I've seen what is going on, and all the support, then I said, that's it. This is home. I'm not going anywhere else. And you guys just improve, and you guys keep just improving. Every single month, there is something new for the traders to help us be successful. And just every single month. So I think that's amazing. I think.
Well, I couldn't thank you enough. Honestly, that means the world to me.
Really straightforward. I'm speaking from my heart.
No, that's really big, because even for me working for this company, it's great to hear that what we're doing every day in this office, in Alpha Capital Group's headquarters, that we're doing a good job and we are making people's trading experience amazing, because it is more than just a trading firm. It's more than a prop firm.
Absolutely.
We try and give that family experience, and we try and give everyone that support that everyone needs.
And you guys are changing people's life. This is not like literally changing people's life. I mean, you can speak on your experience. Like, Alpha Capital is changing people's life.
Definitely. I couldn't agree more. I really couldn't.
Can you make anybody happy? No, of course not. There's but everybody that I know that trades with Alpha is super happy and is grateful for this company. And all the, we all know that you guys do so much behind the scenes. We may not have to necessarily see it, but we know.
No, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm definitely going to pass this video we've got here around the team, because I tell you now, they're going to appreciate it just as much as I do. They're going to be over the moon with the words you're giving. It's great to see we're doing an amazing job.
It's my pleasure.
No, it's great to have you. It really is. One thing I want to ask you is, what is one thing you would like to see come to the Alpha Capital Group platform? What would you like to see us do to enhance your experience?
Well, the only thing that I can think of, and that's the only thing that I can think of, and I already know that you guys are working on, because I am not a big fan of DX trade for your visits, right? And I know that your options are limited, but definitely. I know you guys are working on something that will change that. So that is pretty much the only thing that I can think of. Everything else is phenomenal. That is the thing that I can think of as a US trader that I would like to have some improvement with. But again, it has to be a different platform, and I know you guys are working on it. So just time.
It's definitely something in the pipeline. Just stay patient and you'll see it coming very soon. So what does the next 12 months look like for you? What are your goals?
So 12 months, I really want to be consistent with my payments, which I'm working on it. I actually told myself that I'm going to evaluate myself this week and see in which area I can improve. But I definitely would like to scale up with the accounts, be pretty consistent with the payments. And then take my kids for an awesome vacation in the summer, have a break and come visit you guys in London and have a beer with you and Alex and some fish and chips.
Rich and trips, let's do it. It will be a hell of a visit, I'll tell you that.
Well, we'll see.
Brilliant. So I've got to ask you now, what is 3 top tips you would give to a beginner trader starting out today?
I would say definitely don't rush. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Do not quit your job until you have at least 1 year of savings while you learn how to trade. And what else I would tell them? Risk management. It's easier to make money in trading, but it's way harder to keep it. But it doesn't have to, if you have a good risk management, then you make it. Then you make it. You don't need 90% successful rate to be a trader, winning rate. You really don't. And people don't realize that. And also what I would say is the quality trades over the quantity trades, because I'm a scalper. And I remember when I started, I was taking probably 50 trades a day, which was ridiculous. Right now, with time, I just look for the best setups that I can find, and I can have 1 or 2 trade a day, and it's just enough versus the 50. And you're not risking that much if you do just a 1 or 2 trades. So definitely quality of the quantity over quantity. Don't rush. Risk management, and it's gonna happen. For some people, it takes 6 months. For some people, it takes 7 years. I mean, you are at your own pace, whatever works for you, whatever your life is. But it will happen if you're not gonna quit. It will happen.
No, you can't fail if you don't quit, and I say that all the time. So folks, there you have it. What an amazing interview and such an inspiration. It's been amazing to have you on today. I'm hoping that many people and hopefully some female traders can go and take what you've given us today and go and start their journey in these markets.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Again, Alpha Capital, I love you guys and I thank you. I'm honored to be part of this family because it's a family for me. You really changed my life and you are going to do so even more. So I'm very excited. William, thank you very much. It was a pleasure. And I'll see you guys soon.
Well, it's been my pleasure to have you on here as well today. It's absolutely amazing to see what you've done. And I wish you all the best with your trading endeavors in the future.
Thank you so much, William.